So tribe, friends, and family, it's your girl 144 Priestess Messages. I'm here for another energy update for you today. We're going to be doing a little bit of a channeled message as well as some cards too, just for whatever the collective needs to hear today. It's funny, I just took off my bracelet and it landed in an infinity symbol. There's actually a lot of Lionsgate energy right now. There's a lot of Lionsgate energy. So today I sent something in somewhere on 8/8, which is the Lionsgate. I just got the paperback today. And there's like some estimate that they gave me, and the estimate is 888. I'm like, okay. So we're going to be just giving a few channeled messages of the collective energy, which there's a lot going on. So we're just going to be talking a little bit about what's going on. Feel free to comment, to share whatever it is that you're feeling. How are you doing? If you want to add anything, please do so. Part of this particular video is to remind you that the power is within you. Your highest truth is very deep inside within you. You know, we had the Schumann Renaissance go down for what, 10 days, 9 or 10 days? It was 9 or 10 days that it was a blackout. And so everyone's like, oh, nothing's going on. There's actually a lot going on. There's a lot going on, but there's a lot going on inside of you. There's a lot going on inside of you. What I was getting from the Schumann Renaissance blacking out, you know, they're like, oh my God, there's no light. It's all blacked out. No. You are the light. And I've been saying that for some time, but there's been a little bit of, I mean, we have like, what, 6 retros right now, you know, and then the eclipse season is coming up. So there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy of chaos and order as well. In all different ways for different people. So everyone is experiencing, whether you're witnessing it. I mean, we're all just witnessing and observing it, to be quite honest. But however it is that's presenting itself in your life, there's a lot of order that's happening right now, especially with that Saturn energy. Tomorrow, there's that Venus and Jupiter energy. So I'm feeling a lot of that energy today. Today's what, September 17th? So it's going to be September 18th, where that Venus and Jupiter energy really combine and collide, which is a beautiful energy. And again, a lot of what that's going to bring is a lot of the seeds you planted for that Lionsgate, and which Lionsgate really is your highest truth. It's that destiny energy and all of that. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that, but whatever it is that you're going through right now, whatever order, whatever shifted, whatever changed, all of that is aligning you to your highest timeline right now. Reminding you to reclaim your power. There's been a lot of calling back your power. You know, if any way, shape, or form you're feeling agitated, or maybe that chaotic energy, maybe you're releasing a lot of grief. There's a lot going on right now. And so it's honestly just being in the present moment and honoring that present moment too. Sitting in gratitude, giving thanks, and calling back your power. Right now is a very important time to have gratitude, to give thanks, and to call back your power that's within you, you know. And so there's been a deep release this Pisces full moon, and leading a little bit afterwards too, of ancestral healing. I've noticed it in a lot of people. It's on a cellular level, my own self too. I've been going through a lot of activations, which is why I haven't been on here as often as I have been. I had a very, not even strange, I couldn't help but understand too, but I had an experience where I lost my hearing, I lost my voice. And then today I lost sight in one eye, which is very symbolic too. So I'm like, okay, I get it. And in the story of Horus, right? Horus lost one of his eyes, and there was actually a symbolism of chaos, of order being restored after chaos, you know. And so I lost all these other senses for maybe like almost a whole month straight. It was like one, and then the other one, then the other one. And there was no explanation as to why I was losing each one. Like there was no, like, you have this. It was just doctors were making things up. And I was like, I can't help but understand, you know. We're being activated on a cellular level right now to step into your purpose, to step into your highest power, your highest truth, your gifts, remembering your gifts. And what it is really bringing back Lumeria. Yeah, a lot of the falling of Atlantis energy trauma has been cleared. A lot of ancestral trauma has been cleared. Divine Feminines, this womb cycle. You may have noticed a little bit of a different moon cycle for yourself as far as your period this cycle. That's because we're actually releasing something collectively as well. So there's a lot of releasing going on. Deep grief. And it's really the feminine energy. So again, feminine is just energy. You could be a man and you're releasing feminine energy. It's all the grief. It's a lot of trauma being released right now. Why? Because it doesn't serve us. You know, even scientifically, so like before I got into my spiritual journey, I thought I was going to be this scientist. I was in biology. I went to school for biology and political science. So I thought I was going to be a scientist. And the only thing that can heal DNA in real time is love. And that is a scientific proven fact. And that's what's happening right now. You know, so there has been, again, a lot of order. There's been some time of going within. I see a lot of the collective, even me myself, have gone into a hermit mode. This is one of the deepest hermit modes I've ever been in a very long time, where it's not that I don't want to talk to anyone. There's so much activation right now that I'm just led to integrate. And I'm led to sit with it and allow it to integrate. You know, especially with losing all of my senses. It really allowed me to rely on much more than the human sense, you know, and I think that's a very important thing to remember right now too, when there's so much order. You know, maybe it's in your family, maybe it's in your connections, maybe it's at home, maybe it's your spiritual journey, maybe it's emotionally, whatever's shifting right now, it's seeing beyond that illusion. All right, especially with the Pisces full moon and that Virgo energy, it's really taking off that rose-colored glasses. We're going to get a few different messages over here. So there's a lot of truth coming in. We have awakening present Horus. There goes Horus. Okay. I was getting the Horus energy today. It's literally today that my eye like went out and I was like, all right, what the heck is this? It feels better now, but I did have to go to the doctor earlier for that. Awakening presence. The universe is with you. The universe is within you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. All right, there's definitely a lot of root activation right now. There's a lot of root and sacral. Really the lower three chakras in general. The lower three chakras are really clearing out right now when it comes to the solar plexus, so how we view ourselves, our self-worth. When it comes to the sacral chakra, all of that trauma, all of the womb space, the creation energy. There's a lot of kundalini activation as well. So all of that is being wiped. The root chakra, which is fear, groundedness, all of that is all being released right now. So just honor however it releases for you, you know, and however it releases for you. I see a lot of people feeling uncomfortability. Just honor that too, and like see past the illusion of that uncomfortability. You know, right now, we as a collective, like everything that you're doing at home, whether it's like crying over something, but like releasing it, having a revelation, having an awakening, whatever it is that you're doing right here, right now, you're doing it for the whole collective. Like we're all truly doing this together. This is how we co-create, is sometimes being called into hermit modes and doing our own work. And it's also just a reminder that that power is within you, you know, and even when, say it's your personal life, your relationships, your money, your home, your spiritual life, whatever it is, that seems a little bit dark. The Schumann Renaissance was quite literally blacked out for almost 10 days. That is because you are the light. And that's reminding us of that. So you are the light, so keep shining. And there goes the gateway. I had a dream last night. I don't think I mentioned this in the beginning of the video. I'm not going to share my dream really because I'm really not led to share it. It was really, really big and revealing. But I had a dream about gates. There was a few different gates. But I had a dream about gates. And we have Horus, the cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Is that Schumann Renaissance? Was it black for 10 days? Yes. But it was actually so light. There's beautiful things coming in, and there goes the eye too. There's beautiful things coming in, a big heart expansion. There's a lot of activation, especially with the physical body, a lot of integration of our gifts, of our higher awareness when it comes to our physical body. Your diet might be changing. You know, I see a lot of people too having these stomach things or upset stomachs. I'm hearing like that Pepto-Bismol commercial, you know, all of that is ascension. Whatever you're going through, no matter how uncomfortable, it could be physical, maybe it's emotional, maybe it's whatever it is, all of that is ascension, you know, so just honor it. That's your service, that's your work. So honor all of that. Horus, cosmic gateway. Beautiful things are coming in. I'm going to keep grabbing a few different messages. So that's really what's going on right now. And again, it looks different for everyone. So however it is, revelation, teaching, discovery. There, the book of Revelation 7, number 7. truth, revelations, understanding, revelations. And that's what my book was about. Yes, I said that's what my book was about. I might have just discovered something myself. That's what my dream was about. Was similar to kind of things that are happened in the book of Revelations. That's like what my dream was about. But I said my book was about. I don't know, something there. The Isle of Wonders. We have number 4 and we have number 8. The liminal dance, delicacy, fragility, transience. There's a lot of people who feel very delicate, very fragile right now. And I'm going to show you just the imagery. And collective wise, and I just see it with everyone and everything, no matter where you are in your journey, there's things that are being revealed. There's things that are being released. There are things that are being, and released with all the waters too. It's like we're all having these awakenings. You know, you talk about the book of Revelations, it's mankind having, it's you having a revelation. You know? And so there's a lot of people having revelations, which can feel like the Tower moment, you know? It feels like the Tower card where things are kind of crumbling down, you know? Maybe you feel like that way without a view in your life, you know? Or maybe it's like just the way that you saw life as you knew it is crumbling down a little bit. There's a huge ego death in the collective, a really big ego death. I've gone through it myself too. You know, and today so even before this video, I was like crying earlier because I was just thinking about my dream that I had. And like, I mean, I'm sitting here in a home, you know, we have as humans have money, have like this human life and all this different stuff. But I just can't help but be thankful to just be here. And we talk about manifestation and all these different things. And the truth is you deserve the highest of everything. That is your highest truth. That's the truth. You know, but I have been having these moments where I just sit there and I cry. And I'm just like, I'm here right now. At this time in human history. It's true that in all time, spaces, and dimensions, all of this stuff has already happened. But I'm here right now. Like when you're grounded and present, like I'm here right now. And I'm so grateful. It has nothing to do with what's going on without of me. I'm so grateful to be right here, right now, in this magical, revolutionary moment, you know. And so we have the Isle of Wonders, revelation, teaching, and discovery. A lot of people are having revelations right now, big awakenings, ego deaths. Hidden knowledge. Akashic Records, silent understanding, number 7. So you could definitely be seeing 7. There's a lot of balance. Again, that chaos to order that's really happening right now for all of us in different ways. Hidden knowledge, Akashic Records. The Akashic, and I just posted a collective reading too, kind of about the Akashic Records. There's something going on in the Akashic Records too. Please feel free to comment if maybe you're able to vocalize exactly what that is. But there's something going on with the Akashic Records and some sort of like union. Some sort of union, you know, there's a lot of union within, but there's a lot going on with the Akashic Records, with that realm. Silent understanding. And you see this woman has the animal above her, you know, and I shared a little bit about my personal experience, which was a big ego death in so many different ways. Like I couldn't speak, and then I couldn't hear. And then today my left eye, like, is going out, and they don't even have a response. Like it's not even pink eye. They don't have a response, but they were just able to take care of it however, you know. But as soon as it went out, I'm like, okay, God, this is like my last human sense that you've taken from me, so make it make sense. But the way that I perceived it, and I do see a lot of people in hermit mode, so there's some sort of silent understanding right now in the collective. Now, this message particularly is really like for light workers, for shadow workers, starseeds, like however you identify, 144,000, whoever you are, wherever you are, you know, which you all are, which we all are. But for those of you who can silently understand, there's a silent understanding right now. I personally have been the most silent than I probably have ever been in my life. Like even when I'm talking to people, I'm still very silent, still very silent. And I can feel it amongst a lot of my brothers and sisters as well. And maybe you do too, of a silent understanding. The freaking Schumann Renaissance is, and yeah, I believe it's Renaissance, is blacked out. Now it's light again, but it was blacked out. A lot of hermit mode. We're really called to have gone within. Like it was really called, this was collective wide, to go within, which we should always be doing, you know. But I saw this, just this beautiful collective wide going within, going very deep within, to rise into such higher truth and revelation and teaching and spiritual awakening. Everyone's having an awakening right now. But silent understanding, and it is the number 7. So number 7 is mastery. There's definitely some sort of like mastery going on right now. I'm gonna grab a few more cards. I'm gonna grab a few cards and then talk about it. Again, feel free to let me know how you're doing. When I do these energy updates, it is an open conversation, so let me know how you are doing. If you are in need of any support whatsoever, if you're going through some grief, if you need some guidance or whatever it is, I do one-on-one sessions. I did open up my personal readings again, so feel free to get a personal reading. Do not fall face up. I do Akashic Records as well, diving into your past lives, soul purpose, and soul retrieval. Feel free to book that as well, or any mentorship. Oh, I love it. Yes. Bottom of the deck is Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? I'm going to grab a few more cards again before I start talking about it. However, I will say one of them that came out is play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Too many cards, but we do have Soul Star Chakra merging with the Divine. And that's really why these lower 3 chakras are clearing right now too. Solar plexus, alignment. Yeah, alignment. All of that is aligning. Especially with the Virgo season, which is purification. It's Earth Mother. It's grounding, and it's a lot of the body. So there's, I find that in Virgo season, there's a lot going on with the body for a lot of people. And a lot of it is really just activations. Merging the light and the physical. Beautiful. Can I have one more card? Beautiful. That's the Kundalini active portal of light, but that's the Kundalini activation here too. So play, have fun, don't be so serious, play. All this energy can feel so serious, and it is important to honor what's going on. It's important to respect what's going on, especially with this Virgo season. You're crossing your T's, you're dotting your I's, and there goes the Kundalini again. And you know, things are being revealed within our own selves or without of ourselves that need to kind of be aligned or put into check or whatever it is. But play. Like, I know I've been making time to play, have fun. There's a lot of Kundalini right now going on. More than one deck. Aligning with infinite abundance. A lot of 9-9 energy and breakthrough. Bottom of the deck, 11-11 twin flame. Everything is possible. And with that, this is the twin flame deck. But you are your own twin flame. Twin flame is just sacred union within. You guys already know, I've been here for a while when it comes to the tarot, that I do not talk about twin flame journey as other people do. It is sacred union inside, and there's something very beautiful happening right now. There's an inner union. So 11-11 twin flame, everything is possible. There is an inner union of our chaos and our order, our light and our dark, our masculine and our feminine, the light and the shadow, which is very beautiful. I talked a little bit about it in the reading that I gave today. So we have Divine Guardian, protection of the winged mother. There's a lot of feminine energy has risen. Feminine energy is rising and has risen. And there's something very beautiful happening with Divine Feminines. Feminine energy in general, we're being called, and you could be a man, this is for you too, it's feminine energy. We're being called to surrender deeply, which is the feminine energy, which, like, for me may have been 2 or 3 works without working, without doing too much, you know, and that was big for me. That was really big for me to, like, completely surrender, like, my masculine energy, that even I couldn't even work a little bit, like, what, you know, but that was because, like, it was to allow for things to unfold naturally, to allow for the flow, to allow and just surrender to what is, and be open and ready to receive whatever's coming in, activations, these blessings, these opportunities, a new life, a higher awakening, a revelation, an ego death, whatever it is. You have warrior woman, which is warrior man too. Have you answered your deepest calling? And that's been coming up too right now. It's like we're being called to rise. And that was part of my dream that I had last night too, where we are being called to rise into our highest truths, into our highest purpose, into our deepest callings. And that's the rising part, is you need to go deep within to rise into your highest truth, your highest calling, your highest purpose. So we do have solar plexus radiant illumination. There's definitely a big solar plexus clearing right now. A lot of past life energy too with the solar plexus. And I see a collective wide, my own solar plexus too. How are you here to shine? What are you here to share? What is your I am presence to the world? You know, and again with the self-worth, which I've been talking about with a lot of my brothers and sisters, is like, are you worthy? Do you feel that you're worthy? There's a lot of self-worth going on. There's a lot of deep grief. Just a lot of blockages, however it resonates with you with the solar plexus, that's being cleared collective wide. Why? Because you are here to shine, because you are the light. Serpent of fire, priestess of the serpent sisterhood, that's Kundalini energy. And then we have sacred sexuality, accessing the unified field, again, which is that union within. There's a lot of union happening within. And this year is 2022, which equals 6, which is harmony, balance, union of man and God, of masculine and feminine, light, dark, whatever it is for you. There's inner union happening right now, and a lot of Kundalini activation, which that Kundalini activation is really helping with the lower 3 chakras of the whole collective, us, you know. I have breakthrough, processing karmic debris. We're having breakthroughs, understanding things about ourselves. Looking in the mirror and understanding things about ourselves, being forced to surrender, having these ego deaths, or doing this deep healing that makes us process these karmic debris, which sometimes karmic debris is, and that's right over the solar plexus chakra. So karmic debris can be how you view yourself. How do you view the world? Karmic debris can be these karmic debts, these karmic contracts, whatever it is. We're having breakthroughs. Why? Because it's time to unify. I just posted this on Instagram too, of uniting. And I didn't like put too much wording into there of like what I meant. I kind of just did something very short. But we're aligning with abundance. And abundance is not just money. Abundance is not money. Abundance, I always say love is currency. You know, aligning with your highest joy, your highest peace, your highest good, your highest purpose. Aligning with abundance, unification. And there's also like a visual I have of some just sort of lower, again, now we're talking about union. So there's a lot of aligning of the higher self and the lower self, heaven, earth, which the upper chakras would resemble heaven, the lower 3 chakras, earth. Lower 3 chakras can also resemble sometimes the more masculine energy, the upper 3 chakras, the feminine energy. And what's the gateway? The heart. And we have, where did I put Horus? Oh, it's right here. And right over there, the heart. Talk about gateways, right? Your heart is the gateway. Your heart is the gateway to allowing all of this in. Your heart. So there's that alignment. There's that opening. That being open and ready to receive and to unite. So you have a unification, aligning with abundance, which both of these are 9-9 cards. So that 9-9 portal is really assisting with processing those karmic debris. Why? To access the unified field. Okay. The sacred sexuality, and then unification, aligning with abundance. These two go hand in hand. But first, what did we have to do? Process these karmic debris within and without. I'm going to grab 2 more cards. Kalima. And then both of these, they're both holding a sword, and that's the sword of truth. Standing in your truth, your highest truth. I have Kalima over here, spiritual transformation. I'll look at it, but it did not fall face up. So with the Kalima, that's really that, and what's popping out to me too is the 3rd eye. There's a lot of spiritual transformation. There's a lot of transformation in general. I was reading a book on Kali Yuga the other day, and there's a lot of revelation in that book too. Helping really with the ego death. The root chakra. Removing fear. Look at this. Guan Yin, kindness and nurturing. Which these are both the mother, but they're different faces of the mother, which I find that very beautiful. Bottom of the deck, there's always enough. I feel like releasing a lot of fear and lack too, just in life in general. I think that's a rest card. Yes, Star Maiden, rest and life force energy. Rest because there's a lot of Kundalini activation, which can be very hard on the body. And again, Virgo season, there's a lot going on with the body. So it's very important to just rest and to be in that feminine energy. Again, whether you're feminine, masculine, they, however you identify, we're really being called to come into our feminine energy. Both divine masculine, divine feminine energy are rising, which is very beautiful. But a lot of people are being called to like just be in their feminine energy, or find the balance of that masculine energy and start to take action, because both of these swords of truth, and then how have you answered your deepest calling, your highest and deepest calling, that's taking action, you know. But I think it's taken a lot of, again, spiritual transformation, Kali Ma, the surrender or the ego death, the deep healing, whatever it is, to be able to surrender to that highest truth and to step into that. So there is that masculine energy, the divine feminine energy has risen. I am seeing and feeling the divine masculine energy start to rise too, where it's like, okay, we're maybe a little bit out of balance here, or we've been resting for a while, which you're being called to rest, but there is going to be that time of taking action, that balance. And again, I love how we both have two mothers, and one of them is the Kali Ma coming in her a little bit more warrior form. And then we have Guan Yin, kindness and nurturing. So that's very beautiful. Grab a few more cards. Remember who you are. There's a lot of cards, but what's right here is remember who you are. Remember who you are, which is really what's happening right now. Which has nothing to do with what you're attached to. It has nothing to do with what you have. It has nothing to do with who you are, who you can be, past, present, future. It's nothing to do with any of that. There's a lot of ego death again, a lot of revelation, and a lot of awakening right now. Remember who you are in this time, in this space, in this dimension right now. Remember who you are amongst the illusion. Remember that you are the light. You are the light, you know. Remembering your highest self, aligning, unifying with that, whatever that is for you. And again, these messages are more general, you know, so again, although this particular message is really about finding that power within and calling back your power and stepping into your power, you know, it's something that you should always be doing too, you know. So I always encourage you to, again, share whatever it is that's going on in your journey, share whatever you'd like to add. I encourage you to go find, to go seek your highest and your deepest truths. I'm going to grab a love message here. Trust. Transformation occurs only through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So again, that spiritual transformation and the transformation energy, which the trust and transformation is surrendering. It takes surrender, a full surrender, to actually completely trust, and then that's when things can truly be transformed. When we step into that trust and the love over control and fear. All right, last message. If you want to experience a deeper level of love in your relationship, you must consciously and willingly surrender. Okay, so your relationship with the divine, your relationship to anything without of you, you have to consciously and willingly surrender. Feel and honor the sacred within each other, within your brothers, your families, your friends, your soul family, your beloved, your lover, whatever it is. Be vulnerable and give yourself up to love each and every moment. In doing so, you will unite in love. You will feel alive and reborn with each breath. One loving thought can create a world of infinite love. One loving thought can create a world of infinite love. All the power is within you. So while this is talking about love too, which love is your connections, again, your friends, your family, your brothers, your sister, your soul family, your neighbors, love thy neighbor. Maybe it is a loving connection, whatever it is, the connection you have with yourself. Again, there's a lot of inner union. There's so much union here. One loving thought that you have within yourself understanding that you are the light in this world. You know, this world that, and I always say it's not to like provoke the fear, but it's not going to get any better. It's going to continue being the way that it is and continue as above, so below. Why? Because we need to transform. We need to elevate. We need to ascend. And so as above, so below. That's why we are here as humans in this reincarnation at this time right now, is to co-create heaven on earth, co-create with the divine ourselves. Yes, we co-create with other people, but at the end of the day, we are co-creating with ourselves and the divine. But I love this. One loving thought can create a world of infinite love. So whoever you are, wherever you are right now, just like understand, you sitting at home by yourself, whatever's going on in your life right now, you choosing love in this present moment, you choosing gratitude, you remembering who you are, you remembering and embodying the light it is that you are, can create an entire world of infinite love. All right. So thank you for your service, for you sitting up, for you getting up today, for you meditating, for you choosing love over fear, whatever it is that you're doing. Thank you. I love you. Again, if anyone needs anything at all, any support, I'm here for my one-on-one sessions, Akashic Records. I do long-term mentorship as well, and I have a few more spots for that. Or if you have any questions, everything's in the box below, my website and my email. It's my only website and email. I love you all, and I hope that you have a beautiful day.